Art Week is officially underway, and today we are showcasing one local artist who is simultaneously putting music and imagery into his art pieces. Our ISF correspondent, Miriam Tapia, gives us a first glance at these one-of-a-kind pieces at the Ritz Carlton in South Beach.
Hi friends, Miriam Tapia here. I'm at the Ritz Carlton in South Beach, and you hear that? Yeah, that's music, which means it's finally Art Week here in South Florida. Today I'm highlighting a local artist who 3D printed sonic sculptures. Yeah, those instruments were printed. They're actually going to be up for auction all throughout Art Week, and some of the proceeds will go back to the arts in our community. The Ritz Carlton South Beach is the home to the Monad Studios 3D sonic sculptures. Now through the end of December, the sculptures will be on display for public viewing. The exotic music instruments were inspired by the lively music expression of Floridians and their natural environment.
This is a really interesting capacity that we have through digital technologies to engage with forms that have a certain complexity, which is really innate to the kind of species that we have in Miami of certain trees and coral reef, where all these roots are meshed with each other, and this kind of exuberance that we find in nature, we're able to translate to our designs and to kind of encapsulate that level of complexity that's really belongs here in Florida.
Eric Goldenberg is one of the masterminds behind the pieces and tells me that 7 instruments were made for the exhibition.
We have created a piano, which is a wall art piano, spectacular large piece. We have created wind instrument, which is the combination of 2 different kinds of serpents that are engaged with each other, and they are also supplemented by other instruments. One is a zoo, which is a version of a Japanese horizontal koto but turned vertical. In a way, we have a certain kind of type of form or DNA that we transpose from instruments to instrument.
With the help of South Florida-based luthier Scott F. Hall, he and Eric designed the instruments to integrate perfectly to the human body, and took them only a few months to make the sculptures.
We spent some time with Scott talking about, and we learned from him about the kind of constraints and certain things that have to do with adjusting to the body and to the posture for each instrument. And then we start sketching and consulting with him, and then we usually, for the guitars, Scott creates the actual functional core, which is made in wood, and then we create the body of the instrument, which is the interface with the human body. In a way, these are very natural ways in which these instruments supplement the human body. They almost become one with our limbs and our body parts. You know, it's a back and forth between the physical printing, the computer, and the sketching. And about 2 to 3 months, we have a final piece.
The sonic pieces will be up for auction throughout the entire month of December, and proceeds from the sales are going to cultural organizations supporting the arts like the Miami Symphony Orchestra, who you see playing the sonic instruments right now.
I'm not a musician. I wish I was, then I'd be playing the guitars all the time. But the chance to collaborate across the arts is really an incredible opportunity. And we are, we think it's a trans culture across many of the arts. It's a reality that's happening here in Miami. So we really feel part of this kind of culture. And nowadays, with digital technologies and the like, there's lots of possibilities of collaborating and creating platforms to share between the different practices.